For your warm-up today, we're going to be talking about one-step equations. This is something that you have done in middle school, so this shouldn't be anything new. What we're really going to focus on today as part of this is inverse operations. And I refer to this, and a lot of teachers refer to this kind of as undo math, because we need to be getting rid of stuff, and so we have to undo it. And so if we're dealing with adding, then to get rid of it, we would be doing subtracting. If we saw subtracting, then to undo it, we would be doing adding. And so these undo each other. They're inverse operations. And then the same with multiplying and dividing. These are inverse operations. They undo each other. And so let's take a look at a question. So this says, describe how you would get x by itself. Now, we do not want to know what x equals today. So I don't want to know that x is equal to 12. What we want to know is, how are you going to get this x right here by itself? Well, there's a minus 5 right here. And so what's the opposite of minus 5? Well, that would be to add 5. And so we're going to add 5. Now, notice I got something else after this, and that is because anytime that you do undo math and we add 5 or we do anything to an equation, we always have to do it to the other side. So today, yes, I do need you to say add 5, but after every single answer, every time we do undo math, we always do it to both sides. And so whenever you do your answer today, it's not good enough just to say add 5, because when you're working out a problem, if you just add 5, which a lot of kids do, by the way, then you're going to get the answer wrong. We have to add 5 to both sides. And so you got to make sure that you put this on every single answer today to both sides. Okay, so let's take a look at another one. So here's x. I know we see a plus sign here, but this plus sign actually goes with the x. So when we look at this 6, which is what we need to get rid of to get x by itself, it's the fact that it's a positive 6 that tells me a positive would be the same as a plus. So what's the opposite of plus? And that would be to subtract. So we're going to subtract 6, but we're going to subtract 6 to both sides. And so make sure you're putting to both sides on all your answers today. Okay, and then right here, okay, so this right here is called invisible math. So I have an x, but I don't have anything in between the 5 and the x, and I need to get rid of that 5. So anytime you don't see a sign, then there's invisible math, and the invisible math is always multiplication. So if we see this 5 and the x together, that means it has to be multiplication, even though it's invisible. And so what's the opposite of multiplication? Well, that would be to divide. So we would divide 5 to both sides. So we're going to take a look, see what's going on, and then we're going to do the opposite, and the opposite of multiply would be to divide. And then last, okay, so this looks like a fraction, but you're going to get used to this in algebra. We see this a lot. This is division. Okay, so a fraction is nothing but division, and we don't really look at it ever as a fraction. We look at this as division. So if this is division, so here's my x, and it's being divided by 3, what's the opposite? It would be to multiply by 3, and of course, we would do it to both sides. Okay? All right. Good luck on your warm-up today.